There he is right there. Patrick, how are you?
I'm very well, thanks, James.
Oh, well, good. Listen, you're down in Los Angeles, right?
I am. I'm in the heart of the beast.
Yeah. Well, speaking of hearts and beasts, you have a beast of a shoot coming up. And before I actually get into that a little bit, I do want to ask you that, you know, you're a very generous guy, Patrick. I mean, I've had the opportunity of actually speaking with you over the years at different shooting events. You're a shooter yourself. Now, what is your discipline? Skeet? Is that what I actually see you doing?
You know, I try. One of the glories of acting and writing and movie developing is you're constantly learning different stuff. So I'm happiest when I'm really learning a new skill. So I try to spread out as much as possible. I probably shoot more sporting clays than anything. I have the most difficulty with trap for some reason, but shooting sporting clays has really helped out with everything else.
Yeah, well, I don't want to offend anybody, but I can tell you that some of the lessons I had to learn in trap really didn't help me in sporting clays. I mean, if you're a trap shooter, I think that's probably something you should do. Although there are many techniques in trap that I have carried over to sporting clay. But I enjoy the shotgun sports a lot. Now, I know I've seen you behind rifles, behind pistols. I'm trying to think now. I think last year I even saw you behind a 50 caliber somewhere.
Yeah, that was Gerhard Ioga, who's a close friend of mine, a sniping instructor, a long-distance rifle instructor. I'm about to do a little bit more of that, and I did it last week with my 18-year-old son, Ben. It's been the easiest thing for me to go out to Triple B or Oak Tree and do sporting clays. But at one time or another, the genesis for me of all of this was really preparing acting roles. So I do pistol if that's required, or shotgun. In fact, one of our sponsors for the shoot coming up is Ithaca, and they're going to give me a pump shotgun, and I haven't for a while done a lot of work with a pump, so I just want to gear that up. You know, I really think of it as a societal responsibility to sort of keep myself up to speed with different kinds of shooting sports, but fly fishing is fitted in there too.
Yeah. As a matter of fact, I was going to say, I know that you're a great conservationist. In fact, I do recall someone sending me a clip. I believe you were associated somehow with moose protection. So I know that you're involved in a lot of those conservation areas.
The Alaska Moose Federation. You know, I'm really lucky. I get asked to do a lot of things, and so I get to spread the energy out in a lot of different directions. I was asked some years ago to get involved in a group called Alaska Moose Federation, and my two sons went up there and did a public service commercial for them, which, because of my background as an advertising writer, we actually wrote. But anywhere I can help out. You know, one of the key things about having a shooting sports event like we're doing on October 9th is that there seems to be a disconnect, a divergence of thought that, particularly here in Hollywood, that people who are involved in those things are not the real great conservators of nature, which they are. Quail Unlimited, as you know, is very active. SCI does a lot of stuff. The NRA is involved in a lot of things. So really, one of the key things I'm trying to do with this event is join up that eco-green aspect with the shooting sports. So our menu reflects that. Some of the gifting items reflect that. You know, on our polo shirt, we have a line that says, "I've got a shotgun in my Prius." So the truth is, I think these things should be connected. The shooting sports and the outdoor sports have always been right at the front of conservation. In fact, in dollars and cents, in energy, and all kinds of things. And a lot of people here in Hollywood don't get that and have not understood it. Yeah, so we're trying to convey that.
Yeah, what I wanted to do here actually was to let the viewers know, those that may not know, Patrick, that you are a shooter, you are a conservationist, and you're not just walking in and doing this the celebrity shoot because someone said, hey, would you do it? I mean, you have a background in this. You actually have a reason to do this. And I think that makes you an exception in Hollywood. I mean, you may see a lot of actors using guns in different movies, but you're in fact one of the people who actually does use a gun. And I got to admit, maybe one of the minority out there.
Well, you bring up a couple of things. One, I call it movie black belt, but the plain fact is I've been involved with guns, fell in love with the tactics of it, the experience of them in all realms. It is my golf. There are a lot of aims that I have here. One is to project the Second Amendment rights into the Hollywood community, because the image factory here, there's a lot of people who are completely misinformed about it. I don't really think that the sort of anti-gun stuff that comes out of Hollywood and California in general is very deeply held. It's sort of there as a result of people sort of confusing compassion and their notion of conservation with the reality. And so we've got a lot of aims with the event. You're absolutely right. One of the key reasons for having the event really came just out of, I wanted to take a lot of friends in Hollywood out to expose them to this great sport that I really, really enjoy. It's a meditation for me. It's a way to escape. And it has helped out and enriched both my writing things and script writing and also the acting roles. I really enjoy learning about what we're doing. So we've got a menu for the event that is really, you know, it's kind of bringing things together. Look, for the longest time, people felt that if you ate elegantly, it couldn't be healthy and perhaps organic and pure. That's not true. Some of the most elegant food in the world, gourmet food, is also substantive and sustains the body. So we've got a menu that's really great for that kind of thing. Hunting fits in with that just as much as shooting does, fishing. So, you know, it's organic protein in its most basic form. So I wanted to get some, we've kind of got a shotgun tournament going with a gifting suite. I don't know if your listeners know what that is, but they give actors swag right around the awards times to promote their items. And I really think this is an agenda that just needs to be promoted in Hollywood just like any other product. So we're trying to give the shooters who attend the event, we're going to be giving them some of the glamour of the gifting suite and the swag, and we're also going to be giving the Hollywood people that wouldn't be exposed to this, and we really do want to broaden the base. If you go to a shooting event, I call them the stalwarts. There's always the same celebrities, there's always the same crew. We've really gone way out of our way to broaden that base and get not only the stalwarts to honor what they've done, but to bring in young Hollywood, to get in I call them the beauty list, both male and female. We've got some top international models coming. We really want to spread it, and I think that's the key to keeping the industry and the sports going for any activity. If you're not bringing in the young people, you're not going to succeed. Same thing for scouting, any of those things. No,
you're absolutely right. And first off, I want to compliment you for standing forward and coming on the show and discussing some of your personal interests with hunting and with shooting.